Hello there, what's going on everybody? It's JB here with another episode of the FIFA 18 Burnley Career Mode. We're coming up towards the halfway mark of the season. Tottenham and Arsenal to come now, and Chelsea, and then it will be the new year, and then we'll have a lot to talk about there, and then the FA Cup comes into action. But this is the stage, 14 games in, 33 points, 3 points ahead of Chelsea, who stand down with 30. No matter we're looking at the Europa League, but there we go. But Tottenham was going to be a very hard test for us. They are a tough side under Pochettino, so this was going to be no gimme. And as it proved, it turned out to be a real slugfest. But it was an excitable one, as you'll see now. At Turf Moor. So that's the draw for the last 16. We draw Sporting Club Portugal. So that's to come in February. But right now we take on Tottenham at Turf Moor. Well, Burnley have got a really good draw in the Champions League, as you heard. Sporting Club Portugal are coming to Turf Moor in February, but today it's all about Tottenham, and this is Burnley's lineup with Heated in goals. Trippier, Shawcross, me, and Taylor the back four. Then it's Bojan, Hughes, Defoe and Schürrle across the midfield, and Ings and Dembele keeping their places up front. A real consistent blend to Burnley's team that has really served them very, very well this season. This is the Tottenham side, a lot of big names out of the grass. Gazanina is actually in goal. Then it's Wolks, Carter Vickers and Ogilvie the back four, so a very inexperienced back four. Amos and Zonzi the two holders. Urban, Henriksen and Son the midfield three, and Janssen getting a nod up front. So Harry Kane and the like start on the bench. Referee, incidentally, is Graham Scott from Oxfordshire. Also, Lloris is on the bench and one or two others as well. This is Dembele through the middle. Real chance here for Dembele. And Gazaniga comes to narrow the angles. And in the end, he puts his shot wide, Dembele. And in good form, so has Danny Ings in recent weeks. Seen them all okay in Europe. Made plenty of changes from that European defeat against Napoli. Eriksen did really well. Herman has been found well. Janssen is in there too. It's a foul. Shawcross going to ground a little too early. And referee Scott's going across to have a word with the Burnley centre half. Just a talking to. Yes, the ball had long gone before he took Janssen's legs, which in theory is not the best thing he could have done. What it does do is give Tottenham an opportunity here from this set play. Eriksen now to try and possibly float one into the danger zone. Could have been a longer shred up by the looks of it. It is. He's played that in there, and Burnley getting it out. It was a good, dangerous free kick, but Dembele's come away. Finds Bojan. Ings is the only man further forward, and Bojan had to hold it up, and he's brought Steven Defoe into it, and that's a lovely move from Burnley. It's showing out for Burnley. Chip back towards Ings, just wide of Gazaniga's far post. Lovely move from defence to attack in an instant there from Burnley, and Danny Ings not far wide. This is Conor Ogilvie. Still Ogilvie. Oh, he's done well. Ogilvie pulls it back. Sonny's in there. Chance. Oh, over the top. Well, Son would usually stick those in the back of the net. 7 yards out. It's practically point blank range, and he's fluffed the lines. Opportunity went begging there. It's a good ball to find Bojan. Had to turn back well. Hughes is there too. Again, lovely control, taking the defence out and just wide. Again, good approach work from Eriksen. Herman, Eriksen. Herman again. Lovely play on the left hand side. In towards Eriksen. Son! Oh, he should have shot there. And then he swept it far too late, and the angle was too acute. Should have shot there, and then left it a few seconds, and that proved fatal. Burnley corner. Comes to Dembele on that volley. Charged away. And Schürrle's gone down injured, and Tottenham are playing on. Referee not allowing it to play. This is to stop for Janssen towards Herman. We've just drifted out to the far side, but good defence again. Sherwood's back up on his feet, incidentally. Still half injured. Here's Trippier now for Burnley. We're into 3 added minutes at the end of what's been a pulsating first half, but very little in the way of goals so far. Shearer now. Last chance saloon in the first half towards Ings, and turned away. It will be a corner, and that will surely be the last play of the first half before Graham Scott, the referee from Oxfordshire, will blow for half time. Stephen Defoe to send it into the mixer once again. Ings with a header, and this time Gazaniga right behind the header. Wasn't headed towards goal with any great power, as referee Scott brings the first half to a close. Both Burnley and Spurs have had chances. It's been even Stevens' first half, but yet no breakthrough here in the scoreline here at Turf Moor. In the rain, pouring rain here at Turf Moor. Half time here, it's Burnley 0, Tottenham Hotspur 0. We're 3 minutes into the second half, and this is Boyan away from Ogilvie. Hughes, Dembele, Shearer free on that side. Looks as if he's run that injury off and gets his shot in, and that's a very routine tip over. One you would have expected the goalkeeper Gazaniga to sort of tip over the crossbar, and he did it very nonchalantly and with some considerable ease. Burnley have forced a corner out of it though. Here comes the corner, header one, and saved well by the goalkeeper Gazaniga. Eriksson, Son, Herman, Eriksson through, good save by Tom Heaton. That was a remarkable piece of goalkeeping there by the Burnley captain, as Janssen comes off very ineffective, and on comes the deadly marksman, you know who, Harry Kane. And Tottenham have a corner. Meanwhile, we've got to have a substitution for Burnley. Gray on for Boyan. It's in the 75th minute now. He's got 15 minutes to try and see if he can do something for Burnley, but they've got a corner to defend, of course. Eriksson to take. Oh, a free header, and kicked off the line practically there by Shawcross. Off comes Stephen Defoe, to be replaced here by Jack Cork, son of former Wimbledon man Allen. And moves to Dembele, will be replaced here for Danny Welbeck for the remaining 10 minutes of the game. Now push stoppage time. See what we can do there. So far it's been a really damn squid of a match so far. Well, it's the second half anyway. It's failed to live up to the excitement and the vigour of the first. And Zonzi finds Winks, finds Son, finds Eriksson, now Kane. Real opportunity to see what Harry Kane can do. He's found Eriksson here, good football, Son, Eriksson, oh good block. That was a really good block there from one of the Burnley defenders. It was Jack Cork, I think, who got in the way. Still not away yet, Kane, Herman, couldn't find Son. And in the end, Burnley scrambled away with 3 minutes to go. Here's Charlie Taylor on the break. He's lost out this time. Eriksson to Winks. To Inzonzi. To Son again. And ball out of play for a throw. We're into 3 added minutes at the end, and Conor Ogilvie, who's had a decent game, he's going to be withdrawn, and Danny Rose will come on for the remaining seconds that remain here at Turf Moor. And I've got a distinct feeling it's going to end goalless here, but it's not been what I want to try in here in the rain. Conditions haven't helped as much, and Tom Heaton did an absolute, well, he had an absolute miracle of keeping that in. He did just that. It looks as if Pochettino's men are not going to get 3 points. They have looked more threatening as the second half's gone on. Herman, last chance now for a goal. Eriksson, Christian Eriksson, good defending again, and there goes the full-time whistle blown by referee Graham Scott. Point apiece at the end of it. No goals to bring you today, but a point more than satisfactory for Burnley. They were under the caution in the last sort of 15 minutes, certainly when Harry Kane came on, but both Tom Heaton and the other keeper Gazaniga can be pleased with their afternoon's work. No goals to bring you today, but it wasn't for the one to try. But at the end of the day, the final score here at Turf Moor is finished Burnley 0, Tottenham 0. So very no goals, but we've got some contract news. Tom Heaton, as you can see in this cutscene, is talking to his agent and my alter ego about a new contract, and we accept. He wants crucial, and we want to give him at least a good couple of years because we think he can still do a job. We're still going to try and build up our other goalkeeper. No release clause to add, so we accept that. And so it was all down to the wage. Now he's currently on 54 grand a week, so we want to be aiming somewhere like 60 grand, I reckon. Well, we've gone for 61 grand with £1 million signing bonus. Now we felt that was a fair deal. That's the offer, and Tom Heaton, the Burnley captain, signs on for another 2 years. So a great fillet for the football club, great fillet for Tom Heaton himself, and all's well in that particular department, I have to say. So then the next contract we needed to bed down was that of Ben Mees, a really good centre back, and he's turned into one of Burnley's key players this season. My client expects to be touchable. Well, we want him to be playing every week, to be quite honest with you, because he's still got a lot to offer. 29 years old, so we decided to give him a 3-year deal, which will take him to 33 years old. By then he could be on the decline by then and ready to be replaced by younger defenders. But he wanted a 69 a week wage, and we decided, yeah, go on then, we'll have him on that. So he's earning a bit more than Tom Heaton at the moment, but he's a key part of what we're doing at Burnley. He's Ben Mee, fantastic contract to tie down again. And then there was, so we signed 2 of our key players, which was important. And then Stephen Defoe, I think Stephen Defoe's contract was expiring in 7 months, so we needed to keep him because he's an experienced head. He's a top class player, plays for Belgium of course. So again, cut scene to the office. I'm wearing a red tie this time. Stephen Defoe there in the background again, important. Now we've got to be careful. Do we give him 2 years or 3 years? We give him 2, because we know he might end up being replaced after a couple of years, because there'll be again younger talent coming in there. No release clause. Salary, he's on 53 grand as things stand as regards wages. So we offer him 57 and £1.2 million signing bonus. And again, that's, if we've accepted, that is a fair offer. So 3 big players tied down to at least 2 years or more at the club. Stephen Defoe, Ben Mee, and the captain Tom Heaton. Great stuff for the club, and I cannot believe that we've just signed those 3 again. He's still got a lot to offer, Stephen Defoe. He's a terrific talent. I think he should be a lot better than 78 rated if you ask me, really. And it's been one of those where it's just come at the right time. And we had Harry Lim as well. He had a contract expiring in 7 months, so we offered him a negotiation period. And again, it was quite easy as pie to tie him down, but so we accepted that. So prospect, we've got about 30 seconds to run on this. So while we're tying up his contract, which we did do, let me point you in the direction of our next episode, where we take on Tottenham's fiercest North London rivals again at Turf Moor in Arsenal, and I promise you, hopefully we'll have some more goals to. Hopefully we'll have goals to bring in that one as we tie Harry Lim down to a new contract. But that brings us to the end of the episode. We will join you for the Arsenal game next, but from this one, sorry, no goals, but 3 big contracts. Till then, take care, bye.